Howdy, y'all. We are Brazil Group number 5 in International Business 3355 here at the University of Houston. Today we're going to be talking about establishing an American steakhouse in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Martin's going to start us off by talking to us about what we believe the restaurant investment opportunity is in Brazil.
Hi, my name is Martin Navarro. I will begin this presentation by discussing our investment opportunity in Brazil. We are looking to open an American steakhouse in the country. I will begin with some challenges and opportunities regarding the cultural and legal environment of Brazil. One of the first cultural challenges, is that meat consumption has been slowly declining. Reasons for this are likely due to health and environmental concerns. Excessive red meat consumption can increase the possibility of certain diseases, and raising cattle requires lots of natural resources such as land. Despite this, Brazil still remains one of the largest beef producers in the world, and steakhouses are still popular in the country today. They even have their own cooking method called churrasco, which is similar to barbecue in the US. That could also present another challenge for us, since there's already existing steakhouses in the country that already have most of the market share. Some of the legal challenges of doing business as a foreigner in Brazil is that it is a requirement that we have a representative who resides in the country. Secondly, Brazil does not have the cleanest track record when it comes to corruption. So, as U.S. investors, we have to play fair regardless of the domestic competition or risk violating the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act. On the flip side, Brazil is open to foreign investment by allowing full ownership of the business by foreigners. With that being said, I'll pass it over to Zach.
My name is Zachary, and I'm going to dive into what our American steakhouse is and what we plan to do with it. But first, I'm going to get into why. Well, we're a group of American boys who absolutely love food. We believe that an American steakhouse is essential to the culture that you build with your family, and it's played a vital role in bringing together American families in the past. So what exactly is an American steakhouse? An American steakhouse is a restaurant where the main foods provided are centered around beef and other meats. The main dish is crucial, but it's also crucial to have very good sides. A typical American side would be mashed potatoes, coleslaw, French fries, or some sort of potato salad. We understand that an American steakhouse, while very traditional America, may not be a traditional way of eating in Brazil. So we want to offer an undeniable experience while tailoring it to Brazilians. We hope to offer our authentic American food, but we also want to offer Brazilian dishes as well and be able to mix cultures. We really don't want to take away from Brazilian culture, but add American culture to the heart of Rio de Janeiro or other major cities. And that gets me into our features and benefits. Our goal is to add restaurants in the future, but our first restaurant will be located in the heart of Rio de Janeiro. And we believe the benefit this provides is that Rio de Janeiro is one of the most visited cities in the world. Not only do American tourists go there, but tourists from around the world do as well. An American steakhouse will bring locals in for a good time and experience, while they'll also be able to get amazing traditional American food. But we don't want them just to get traditional American food. That brings me to our next feature, is we want to mix Brazilian and American ambience. We want the restaurant to not only feel like you're in the United States, but we don't want it to feel like you're entering a new world when you go in there. So we're going to tailor our restaurant to Brazilians by adapting the kind of music that we play so that Brazilians will feel at home, but also include American classics that are commonly heard in Brazil. We believe that doing this will give Brazilians and tourists a top-class American steakhouse feel, but also not taking away from Brazilian culture. We also plan to import American beverages like beer and whiskey that are produced here in the United States. Drinking culture is very important to Americans as well as Brazilians, and being able to provide our own beverages, especially alcoholic beverages and non-alcoholic beverages like Coke products that aren't typically found in Brazil, we will bring a unique reason and differentiator for Brazilians to visit our American steakhouse. We also plan to stream many TV events that are centered around sports that will bring a variety of tourists in from many countries as well as Brazilians to watch their hometown sports. We believe that a true feature of American steakhouses is that when you go there with your family, you're able to watch the American sport that you want to watch, and we want to tailor this to a multi-dimensional, diverse community that Rio de Janeiro is. I will now give this to Carlos.
Hi, my name is Carlos, and I will be discussing our target consumers and competitors. So to start off, one of our target consumers would be steak lovers in Brazil. So anybody that loves steak, we have a steak restaurant, so we would want to heavily target them. Next would be affluent customers, and by affluent customers, I mean people who love to go eat at luxurious spots. So we are a luxurious high-end steak house in Brazil, and we want to attract people like that to come into our restaurant. There would be business professionals. Business professionals always have corporate meetings, and we want to bring people like that into our restaurant and make sure we are appealing to them. And then you have tourists. Tourists going to Brazil from America or from anywhere else in the world may want to, have a bite from back home, have an American steak, an American style. So we want to be appealing to tourists, so they stop by our shop and eat at our restaurant. And start off with our competitors. We would have other upscale restaurants in the area, just like us. We're upscale, we're luxurious. We're gonna have to be in constant competition with them, and specifically local steakhouses. Just because we're a steakhouse, it doesn't mean we might be the only American steakhouse in Brazil. So that leads me to my other point of American chains in Brazil. We're going to have to be in constant competition with other American chains, meaning that just because we are an American steakhouse in Brazil doesn't mean we're the only one. So we would be in constant competition with other companies down in Brazil. And then we would have independent restaurants. This could be small shops or small restaurants, not even related to steakhouses or anything, but we can be in competition with them. So we always have to stay ahead of that and make sure that we are appealing to our customers and getting them into our shop. Want to hand it off to our marketing plan now.
Hi, my name is Hayden Stonehouse, and I'll be talking about the marketing plan and advertising methods here for our company, Steakhouse in Brazil. As you can see, our image for our steakhouse is an American prime steak. This is a cut like an American flag in our image. It kind of lets one know that you can receive a juicy American steak right here in Brazil. Another thing we want to let them know is that people in Brazil can try an authentic American steak without having to leave their country. All of our cuts are from the United States, and they all are USDA approved prime beef. And we are proud to say that, all of our stuff does come from the United States. We are also marketing to fellow Americans that visit Brazil to keep their culture alive in another country. Whenever they go out, they can go enjoy a juicy steak in Brazil. Our focus for our marketing team is to let the other country, Brazil, know where to go and to find the best American beef. That's what we kind of want to market to people, is that we have the best American beef that you can find in Brazil. A lot of different methods to do this, but we have chosen a few of them to really focus on for our company. The first one I will start off with is word of mouth. Best advertising method you can have is word of mouth. Another thing about it is that it is free. You don't pay for it, but you have to have very high satisfied customers. If a customer enjoys my steak so well that he goes and tells all his friends and family about it, whenever they decide to go out eat another steak, they would definitely come to our steakhouse. Another one that we're really going to focus on is Yelp and Google. We want to make sure when someone types in American steakhouse or just a steakhouse while they're in Brazil, that our company and restaurant does pop up. We want it to pop up at least in the top 3. Another one is social media. We will have a head social media team on Instagram and Facebook posting all of our pictures and videos. And we will also have some billboards on the main highways of our company and to show, a big juicy steak and get them to pull over and exit and come eat at our restaurant. Another couple advertising messages we will have is a TV commercial and then a couple magazine ads in the food and travel section of magazines. And now Sebastian will discuss the financial plan.
Thank you, Hayden. As we begin to talk about the financial plan and data, we have a few things to establish first. Firstly, all information is based off of numerous sources, and these are the averages which we concluded. In addition to this, all information is in terms of US dollars. As we see here, the average operating cost for a restaurant in Brazil is around $350. The average rent cost and insurance cost are combined at around $1,500, and the marketing costs sit at roughly $450. We predict that between legal and general accounting fees, they would translate to roughly $500 to $600 a month. The average cost of a meal in Brazil is similar to the average middle-level meal here in the US, coming in at around $25 to $30. In terms of cash flow based on American steakhouses averages, we anticipate that this restaurant will bring in an annual amount at around 8 to 9 million before expenses. After expenses, we believe we will have roughly 6 to 8 million in revenue, which allows us to have the confidence in the launch of this new restaurant venture and introducing a new culinary delight in the country of Brazil. This concludes the financial plan. Thank you. Now, as we approach the end of the business proposal, we begin the conclusion. We established that this business would be greatly profitable. We also established that it would be highly desirable for the people of Brazil. And lastly, we believe it is a very plausible business to implement into the country of Brazil. We believe that with the proper marketing and cultural homework, the business will flourish greatly. And this concludes Brazil Group Number 5's business proposal project.